Kenny Smith and baseline Otis thought about the jumper, but found Reggie open, and it didn't quite pay off. It was a good play, had Theus the open man.
Well, both teams a little cold early, but certainly passing the ball much better are the Kings.
Nice dribble by the big guy that time.
Well, that's one of his trademarks, coast to coast. And behind the back is a tough play to make for most players, but Barkley makes it look.
Derek Smith, jumper short. Barkley, watch him. Tipped it back up and in.
Well, the only reason that works is because the ball has come off the rim and is not touching the iron anymore. But there are those that would say that ball was still touching the rim, in which case that tap would not count.
King stole it from Derek Smith. Barkley again. Gets Derek in the air, and Derek comes back down on Barkley and fouls him.
Personal foul on Derek Smith.
Derek Smith just re-entering the game shows he's a little anxious and goes for the first fake by Barkley. And Barkley, wisely, like any NBA All-Star, knows to go up with a shot after the foul has started.
Barkley with 6 as he stands at the line. Second team foul on the Kings. First personal on Derek Smith.
Charles has had a tough season thus far. He's really taken over the throne here for Dr. J after his retirement, and he's paid the price this year, much like Otis Thorpe has done for the Kings. They draws a lot of double teams, gets banged around low a lot.
It was Cheeks getting a hand on it, knocked it to Barkley, who's fouled in the backcourt by LaSalle. Jumper gets it back and feeds Barkley.
Reggie directing traffic there, sees that Otis has position on the overplay. Great lob by Reggie Theus.
8 for Thorpe, 32-28. 18 seconds remaining now in the quarter. Ten on the shot clock. Barkley still taking time off it. Down to 6. Barkley's going to do it himself. You got that feeling. Instead, it's Jaminski with 2, and he buries back of the rim, and Coleman yanks it down. Nice pass that time from Henderson to Barkley, and he's fouled. 5 on the clock. Kenny Smith, the long-range jumper, and the Kings taking a shot they didn't want.
Tough shot because all the other players are out of defensive position to get the rebound.
Barkley, the King. So both Theus and Otis Thorpe with big first halves. It's all cleared out for Barkley. Behind the back, runs into a triple team, but they're going to call, what do we got, a foul?
Yeah, jump ball.
It's an interesting sign for a jump ball by Mike Mathis there.
Instead of giving the thumbs up and the jump ball signal, he
pointed down.
2 fingers down.
Barkley to Klein. Joe with an, oh, it was down.
Heartbreak left-hander.
Came back out. Behind the back pass by Barkley, and Cheeks is fouled on the way to the hoop.
Personal foul is on Terry Tyler.
Tyler the foul, here it is.
Tyler can make this play if he just stays on the ground, but he elects to jump and try and block it in the air, and it's a what they
shoot outside.
That's what he said. Who else on the Sixer team can shoot?
Klein to miss. Barkley the rebound. Kings have come out cold here to start the third quarter. Barkley spin. It would have counted if it went. He was fouled on the way there.
Personal foul is on Joe Klein.
Joe Klein the foul, and here it is.
Well, Barkley, as we mentioned, is like a raging bull, wanting to get closer and closer to the basket. And when you get in that deep, there's so many bodies to contend with. It's hard not to nick somebody and get the foul call.
Klein, so both Kings centers, LaSalle Thompson and Joe Klein with 3 personals now. San Antonio now with a 1-point lead second quarter over the Cavaliers. And Phoenix trailing Detroit. Of course, the Kings trying to catch back up in front by 11. And Barkley stole a bad pass by Theus. Reggie fouls him. Wants a 20-second timeout here. So Jerry takes the 22nd second personal on Reggie Theus. And there's Phil Johnson back with the Kings as Jerry Reynolds brought Phil back to his coaching staff.
Well, you see the steal by Barkley, and as he brings the ball up the floor, Reggie Theus has to make a decision here and whether to let him proceed to the basket or stop the play early on before he gets an opportunity to be in the act of shooting, and he opts to stop him deep.
And it was a good decision because Barkley would have the easy hoop otherwise, and he's not a great free throw shooter.
Only shooting 75% from the free throw line, which isn't too bad.
Third quarter. Barkley, he was Otis Thorpe just grabbed his arm, said, Charles, you're not going anyplace.
Personal foul, Otis Thorpe. That's his first. Team third for Sal Thompson and Derek Smith. Green for the Kings. Charles Barkley.
It's only the first one on Otis, and Barkley to the line in the shooting situation. Has the first one. 16 points for Barkley.
And Barkley really is the mainstay of this Sixer team. He has either led or tied in scoring for missed shots on early offense.
22 points for Thorpe. Trying to defend Barkley now. We have a foul. Thorpe, Thompson, and Derek Smith. And as we return, Charles Barkley is at the line shooting two.
It's important for the Kings when they get the ball back after this foul shot too. Bring the ball up the floor, take a look around, get the ball movement working for them again, and work for a good shot, and then get back on that transition, get the defensive shell set up, and not let the Sixers penetrate.
17th point for Barkley. He has 8 rebounds. He's now 7 of 10 as he stands at the line. And Derek Smith, baseline jumper, no good. Barkley to Robinson. Backs away on the baseline. Barkley, nice shot.
He really had to thread the needle between
7 remaining. Third quarter. Barkley can put him back up by 10 and done. Long outlet. Barkley for the final shot. Ten seconds. Barkley runs into traffic. Coleman was fouled. It would have counted. Back out to Kenny Smith for the open jumper, short of the mark. Henderson bank it over Theus. Robinson is free. Barkley goes back up, and he was fouled. Derek Smith, I believe. Derek Smith the foul. And that's 5 now on Derek.
Well, we got a little glimpse of Otis Thorpe running out for the trap there during that sequence with the Sixers on offense, and I think Jerry Reynolds is about time to kick it into high gear and try to put a little more pressure on the man with the ball and create some turnovers.
28 points, 10 rebounds for Charles Barkley. And now he stands at the line looking for his 30th point and enjoying every minute. And who could ever forget the sight of Barkley throwing up a final shot at the buzzer in over. Sixer lead. Banker by Derek won't go. And here comes Barkley again behind the back. Look at him go like Bobby Orr in hockey, but he traveled.
Well, he saw the defense come up in front of him. He couldn't make the move, and you see him give Ken Maurer a nice pat on the tail there, telling him, you got me right.
Well, Barkley's having fun as he'll come out. Barkley missed the jam, but he was fouled on the way there. I believe it was Joe Klein.
I really think when Barkley has the ball about 18 feet from the hole, this is the time to get away from him and stand back, because what he wants to do is drive. Stand about 5 to 7 feet away from Charles, make him look at the basket, because he's not going to square up and shoot, and then you've got a little bit of a lead when he starts driving at you toward the hoop.
Klein with 4. The Kings team fouls now stand at 4. Remember, the Sixers are already over the limit. And Barkley with 31 to go along with the 12 rebounds. In their first meeting this year, Barkley with 37 points, 16 rebounds. So he's
just dribbling the ball around the perimeter.
3 on the shot clock, and Barkley hits 2 more.